Hey guys, welcome to the new episode of the Gaming for Fool podcast. As always, with my host.
It's spooky here.
Spooky month, spooky year. I mean, it's been a spooky couple of years because of the pandemic. So
it's been very spooky.
We've been living in a horror game. So this is the last podcast of October with my host Eric once again. And we're going to be covering a couple of the things that happened in the world of PlayStation. A couple things happened. First and foremost, the state of play, which I'm going to be renaming as the state of sleep.
Yeah.
Because that fucking game put me in the fucking our REM sleep, dude. That shit put me in REM sleep. Because
that shit was boring as fuck.
I missed 2 fucking games, and I was like, oh my god, I fucking missed 2 games. And then I was like...
Me too. That's how it was too. I was like, damn, I missed it. Like, oh my god, let me look up what I missed. I probably missed like something massive.
Yeah, dude, I missed on some sleep that I caught up on thanks to the state of play.
I was just reading it and I knocked out. Like, oh, I didn't miss much.
The problem here is the messaging. We had to temper our expectations to this showcase that was obviously full of indies. Nothing wrong with that. I love some indies. There's some indies in the PS5 like catalog that are some of the best games I've ever played, and some of my favorite games.
Indies are great, but it's like I feel like they should have said this is gonna be mostly like indies.
The state of play for indies, or state of play indies. Like we've had to have had some kind of briefing.
I think somebody put like on Twitter that like this could have been like
its own video.
Yeah, it could have been like a video. They didn't need a whole like a big stream about it. Like this was not needed. This could have been like they randomly like dropped it on YouTube. Like, oh, okay.
Dude,
there was no need for it to be announced at like as it was, and people were like getting all hyped up, and it was like there was nothing that was shown.
I got dropped in that pillow up there fucking watching that shit, dude. So we're gonna run through the games that were announced or that were, given a release date for the state of play. So first and foremost, Deathverse Let It Die. This is a BR, third person. Didn't really do anything for me personally. Next game, We Are OFK. That is a episodic, story-driven game. That's it's about a couple of musicians making a musical piece for some kind of story or game. Again, doesn't really do anything for me, and I do like these kind of games. Next, we have Bugsnax, the Isles of Big Snacks.
Yeah, you love you're a big fan of that game, aren't you?
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking 5 years old, man. Like, this is for me. I'm absolutely the demographic for this.
Yeah, they got you.
Next title, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Five Nights at what?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
They still make the games?
They're still making those games, dude.
I remember a while back, I think it was like the third one that they were like, oh, this is where the series ends. Because they had like some story going on for it, and God, now they're fucking moving to consoles and shit.
I mean, good on them, but this, again, doesn't do anything for me.
What's it about?
Basically, you get stuck. I do like the setup of this game. You're working some kind of night shift. You get locked into what seems to be like their version of a Chuck E. Cheese in the 80s, and you get locked in, and the robots come to life and start getting chased by these 80s robotic mascots, and that's kind of cool. I like that idea, but again, I'm not gonna be playing this. This is not an Outlast. This isn't a fucking Resident Evil game. I'm not playing this.
Yeah.
But for like your kid who's like whose balls haven't dropped and who hasn't gone in the fucking
so what you're saying is that like the people that enjoy these type of games tend to be in the younger side, right?
Oh yeah.
And what about the ones that like the older audience that play that? What do you think about that?
Get a life. Play better. Play better games, dude. Hey, dude. Play a better game.
Okay, yeah.
Next, we got Death's Door. This is kind of a Legend of Zelda kind of game. I like Legend of Zelda as a character. Doesn't really tickle my taint.
Yeah.
So, Next,
Tickle My Balls.
Tickle My Balls, The Taint, The Mangina.
Mm.
So, following we have Cartwriter Drift.
I only saw the thumbnail of that, and I gotta assume it's just fucking a bootleg Mario Kart.
Yes, exactly right. But here's the thing. I thought that it was actually a Mega Man IP because the main character is like a blue guy with a helmet. I'm like, it looks like Mega Man. I was like, oh my god, they made a Mega Man racer. I was so excited until I saw
amazing for it to have,
a Mega Man NT Battle Network racing game. I was like, dude, I'll fucking buy that. But obviously it wasn't that.
It's a generic kart racing game. Nice.
Yeah, this is the second time that Sony tries to double dip in a Nintendo franchise. The first time was
PlayStation
All Stars. Trying to copy Brawl.
I love that. I like that game for probably 3 months, and God,
yeah,
it was not fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so weird that Nintendo got a lot of the characters that people wanted for PlayStation All Stars. We wanted Cloud for PlayStation All Stars. Fucking Smash got it.
Oh yeah.
We wanted Sephiroth for PlayStation All Stars.
Snake.
We wanted Snake. What's the Smash got it? It's like, what the fuck? We got Dante, but we got the
shitty one.
Yeah, the shitty Dante that was hated.
He got the white wig. He was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Didn't get Crash. It's so weird that Smash got a bunch of characters that
Oh, that's right, because Crash is under Activision.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking A, dude.
So they weren't able to get him. Yeah.
That is crazy. I won't say whom, but I played a Nintendo Switch recently, and they had the new Smash Brothers, and they had a couple interesting characters to play as. They had Biden as a playable character. They had Trump, Obama, Spider-Man, Steven Seagal. Who else did they have? There's Biden. His intro was doing backflips.
The new Smash game? Or?
I think this is the political Smash. And the shit was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He was Trump doing backflips, Biden doing the most athletic thing you've ever seen. He had Steve Harley, dude.
Oh, Steve Harley, the classic.
Steve Harley. But yeah, that's beside the point. Mm-hmm. Next game, the only game that will appeal to Eric here is King of Fighters 15.
Which, I mean, yeah, it's probably the only thing that was interesting to me. There's gonna be a beta for it. There's an open beta. I forgot the date of when it's supposed to be, but there's a beta, new character, looks cool. Yeah, that's all they really showed. Is just there's gonna be a beta for the game. That's that's gonna be cool.
We know lots of betas.
Yeah. I'm very close to a beta.
It makes one of us.
Yeah. But that's probably the only game I was interested in that. So.
All right. So next game, First Class Trouble. This one kind of caught my attention. This is a Among Us inspired game where you pick a room attendant or you pick a waitress.
I saw it. I think it looks cool. It's there's 2 people that get to be androids, and they get to at least from when I saw 2 people that are androids, and they get to disguise themselves as a person. As a person. It's like Among Us, where it's you try to freeze down the temperature, try to lock them in a room, and then damn, this guy is getting fucked. The guy in the clip.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's basically trick them all, and then it's who's the one that did it? Who's the fake one here? And it's it looks a lot like Among Us.
It's like Among Us, but it seems like it's got more mechanics going on, and yeah, I mean
that I'm definitely interested. I will try it.
Although in the chat, I did see someone made a great point. They said Among Us is out now for consoles. I think was it free or I think it's either free for $5.
I don't know. I played on phone.
I know it's either going to be really cheap or for free. So now they have to go up against a game that's arguably more popular and cheaper. So that's a big hurdle to get over. Next game, Star Ocean: The Divine Force. This is kind of like a Final Fantasy-esque game published by none other than Square Enix, and it's a sci-fi fantasy RPG coming to PS5 and PS4 next year. It's just like I said, among the Final Fantasy vein. Not for me. I like the sensation of a vagina. But
I knew you were gonna go there. I already knew it.
And so it goes over my head. Last but not least, the game, well, State of Play focused on this game the most out of any other game. The Little Devil Inside. Little Devil Inside. This is got, again, Legend of Zelda elements. It's got a cool art style. It's got like a paper mache, Little Big Planet, somewhat of a art style. I like it, but the gameplay didn't really do anything for me. The swordplay looked heavy. There seems to be very light survival aspects to this game. I don't know. I'm like this guy right here. I'm fucking knocked the fuck out. I'm this guy. So that's pretty much it for the State of Play.
You describe the game and it's like, oh.
And so, do you guys see why I'm saying it's not really State of Play? It's more like a state of sleep, which would be a fucking REM cycle.
State of exhaustion.
State of exhaustion visually, and then I woke up.
The state of my eyeballs, bro, because I got bagged.
The state of mind is sleepy, and I need some rest.
We were hyping it up because I thought they were gonna show like
something,
but they actually didn't show anything.
Do you know
that's what? There was 20 minutes of nothing.
20 minutes of nothing, and a game that I was expecting to see that wasn't there was that, I don't remember even, I don't know if you know the name of the game, but it's the one where you play as a cat. It's a PlayStation game. You play as a cat in a futuristic steampunk setting. I think it's called Styx or something with an S.
Oh, I don't know.
But the viewers will know what I'm talking about. It's a game where you play through this perspective of a cat. Maybe that's a cutscene, I don't know, but that's how these guys, developers, presented the game. So, I mean, that caught my eye, but it's nowhere to be seen.
I thought they would show that fucking Kojima, like, the reboot of Metal Gear or some shit.
No, I wasn't expecting that. But that is the State of Play. Very disappointing. I don't know what to say. Like, there's been so many jokes online. The chat, I was watching it on Twitch, and the chat was just could not been more relentless. The State of L, I saw. The State of Sleep, I saw a little bit of. I saw State of Decay. The guy's like, oh, that's an Xbox thing. And then so many Resident Sleeper emojis. Come on, bros.
I'm always wondering, that's gonna be like the worst thing. Like so you're like one of the people in the video, like the presentations, and you're looking at the Twitch chat, and it's like you're speaking about your game that you worked for so hard, and everybody
4 years.
Everybody's like knocked out. like how many like blood, sweat, and tears it took for you to like do your game, and everybody like in the chat is like falling asleep, like next game, like God. Yeah, the State of L.
State of L, State of the REM cycle,
Yeah, it wasn't good.
The chat was making me laugh. The chat made it bearable.
Yeah, I feel like the chat makes everything funny.
Although they could be so racist, they could be so sexist.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. I remember one time I was watching, I think it was like E3. And it was, just a female hoster. She was doing a great job. And all the comments were, get back in the kitchen!
People are fucking ruthless.
With like kitchen utensil emojis. Like, it was just fucking ruthless. So, that was the State of the Sleep. Next, we got the PS Plus titles of the month of November coming out. You got them ready?
Yeah. Two of these games. Well, one of the game I played already. It's called Knockout City, which it was. I don't even know if people played it like a lot, but it was one of those games that kind of was like Fall Guys, but it was like it's out and everybody's streaming it. It's kind of like that type of game. And all it is just like 3 people versus 3, and you're just playing dodgeball, but you can do like all these maneuvers, like fucking, you got these crazy maps, and all it is just you guys throwing each other dodgeballs and like eliminating each other through dodgeball and like trying to catch the ball, like trying to get the correct timing. It's really cool. I don't know if people still play it, but it was popular during like the release of it, so that's free for now.
So what's the genre?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the genre? Is it third person? Like,
Oh, yeah, it's third person.
Okay.
It's third person. Yeah, it's literally like you're doing all these fucking maneuvers and shit, throwing each other dodgeballs and like trying to like
dodgeballs.
Yeah. And like you're trying to catch it, like trying to get the correct timing, and it's like it's really crazy because all the maps too.
Cool.
It's cool. I stopped playing it, but
Might check it out. Might
Yeah.
pick it up for like a little stream or something.
yeah, it could be fun. The other one is actually the one we were talking about, the Among Us game, fucking First Class Trouble.
Ooh.
It's actually it's actually
all
great.
right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Because I will say this game does not like. I'm interested, but I probably wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay it.
But now that it's free,
Yeah, when
you have no reason not to play it.
when you were speaking about it, I was like, oh shit, like I didn't know they showed it there.
Awesome. I mean, perfect. I mean, that's a perfect platform to release a game like that. Like Rocket League had a rocky start, but it was for free on PS Plus, and it just catapulted that game to stardom.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it's the same case for this game.
Yeah, so that's getting the same thing, and I think, and like we already explained, it's kind of like Among Us, trying to impersonate like to be a regular person while you're trying to kill the others, and then like arguing and shit. So I'll give it a try. I like Among Us a lot for like the couple months that I played for it. I really liked it.
Okay.
And the last one is I feel like you would like this game. It's called the Kingdoms of Amelia Reckoning.
What the?
It's a role playing game
Oh,
of like in the
boy.
medieval times. So
Medieval times.
yeah,
Interesting.
I know you've been like you're a big fan of those type of games.
So yeah, it's somewhat. I'm not like into like the
I
real
know.
fantasies or like Lord of the Rings, but I like my Elder Scrolls.
I know you used to do LARPing, so
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
so
Fuck yeah.
I think you would like a vibe with this type of game.
You guys don't know, but 2 side effects of LARPing is fucking carpal tunnel and vaginal dryness. You guys didn't know.
That's the end of the games. There's no more games. That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's not a bad month. I think it's a solid month.
Yeah, that's
Following
it,
up
man.
October.
Imagine,
Not too bad.
imagine enjoying this. Shut the fuck up. I go.
Shit, dude. It's
Oh,
just
well.
fucking like it's like a raisin. It's like looking like a fucking raisin. Dried up.
Yeah, just
No
download the
moisture.
games. Guys. Download the games.
Just what he said. Download the games. All right. So, next story: Sony trademarking the PC. Trademark.
This I didn't know
online.
about.
So apparently, people have found out that Sony trademarked something along the lines of Sony PC. So I think they're going to either start some kind of either a streaming service or more of like an official thing like Xbox. Was it Game Pass or Microsoft? Game Pass for the PC. So their own version of that. So they're going to be bringing forth a lot of first-party titles to the PC, which I think is a great move because they're waiting typically around 3 to 4 years for them to port the games over. Like Death Stranding was out for maybe just over 2 years, maybe a little more.
Yeah.
Horizon's been a little longer than that because that game came before. Seems set for the Uncharted series. So these games have already been out, they've been played, they've been reviewed, and now they're being able to play by these PC guys. So I think that's great because fucking more games for the players and more credit where credit's due. So
Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's like they've been doing that with the Uncharted games, where like they're bringing it to PC and stuff. So it's like it's cool to get more people to be playing it, like instead of it being exclusive to like Sony. So
yeah, man,
that's always cool. I was getting more people to like play more of their games.
and they're good. It's not like they're shit games. They're fucking great games.
Alright.
Alright. Better than Xbox. Anyways, I mean that's a great idea. It's about time. Xbox's been doing that for a while. I think for like a whole generation, right?
Yeah.
Since like
I think it was, when they started was they did it for Xbox One like near the end, and then they started with this new Xbox already from the get go trying to do this.
I think the first game they ported over to PC was the Master Chief Collection, and they just kept putting in more and more titles.
Hey, what do you mean?
So the first game that was available to play on PC was the Master Chief Collection, and then they just they kept adding more and more titles to the PC library.
Yeah.
And then eventually Game Pass came out and like, yep, there you go. So I mean that's pretty cool, man. I think that's a great idea. It's great exposure for the PC players. Who knows? Maybe it'll convince some of those guys to pick up a PS5. in case the new Uncharted, the new Horizon, the new Death Stranding catches their attention and they want to play that. That's another $500 in their pocket, in addition to the games that they sold.
Even when they actually make a stream that's like, they actually show games that'd be interesting.
Right, which should have been in the fucking state of play, but for some reason it was not there. Fucking great move, dude.
They needed all the time to like show Buck Snacks.
Oh my god.
They couldn't wait a single minute on that to take away from Buck Snacks.
Critical news. Critical news. You just fucking had to know. It's more important than.
They were like fucking.
Fuck Palestine. Fuck the.
Are we talking about PC or
PC culture
or Buck Snacks
or trans people or? But you know what? Fuck all that. Buck Snacks, dude.
Like, we have to talk about Buck Snacks.
Buck Snacks. Nope. Not third world country poverty or, starvation. It's fucking Buck Snacks. So, moving on.
I want to talk about, I happened, a day or two ago that's complete garbage. Is, So, back in the Wii days of, Nintendo.
You should smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, during the Wii days, you didn't have to pay for online for Nintendo games. Back then, you could just it was free. It was one of the advantages of Nintendo was because it was free. I mean, it wasn't good online, but it was free. And then came around Wii U. Still free. Online is still free. That's always good. Don't have to pay for online compared to Sony or Microsoft, which is that's
or
great.
PC.
Or PC. Oh yeah, and PC doesn't have to pay. So again, great. And then the Switch came along and they decided to charge online.
What?
Which I feel like it'd be good if what they were charging for was for better quality, but so far it has not been. By now, the benefits of having paying for the online is obviously you get to play online, and you get to play Super Nintendo games that they bring out every 3 months or some shit. But the problem is that the games that they bring to for you to play for free for the Super Nintendo are always the weirdest, fucking obscure games that no one knows what they are. It's not the most popular not a Mario game, not a fucking Donkey Kong, none of that shit. It's always some weird crap. And people always make the joke oh look, the new tennis fucking game that nobody fucking knows what it is. So recently, Nintendo decided to up the price even more on their online, because there's regular online, and then there's this new thing that they just came out yesterday with, which is called Online Expansion Pass. And what it is that they're bringing Nintendo 64 games now.
Ooh. And
they're bringing Sega Genesis games now, which is it's cool that we're getting more emulation of games. But now the price went from $20 to $50. Yeah, and everybody's why is it that now that you're giving us two different console games now, which is not all of not all of them, and they sometimes will give you the shitty ones. It's why are we getting charged $50 now? What happened to back then it was free, then it was $20, which was not the worst, but 60, and your online sucks. Your online is fucking laggy.
I heard it's laggy. I've heard that they don't even have voice chat. Is that right?
Yeah, there's no voice chat.
What?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I pay for that?
The only way you get voice chat is you have to download an app on the App Store and fucking so you can discuss it to people.
Is it third party or is it within Nintendo?
It's with Nintendo, but the fact that I had to do it to my phone, and at that point I could just do it to the phone, a phone call, and you can only talk to people that that you're friends with. And you can't. There's no fucking toxicity it is with PlayStation or Microsoft or
PC.
Yeah, where you could just talk to everyone. Everybody could hear you. It's no, you can only talk to your friends like that.
Wait, I have a question. So, how does it work? So let's say you have the app and you're playing a game with a friend who also has the app. Do you have the earphones into the console or to the phone?
To the app. So it's basically like a phone call.
Wait, but you don't hear the game.
No, you don't hear the game.
What the fuck?
So it's so.
That's terrible, man.
So, I don't know why. I guess I understand why Nintendo doesn't really they don't like having voice chat, because I think they understand that it's like, like pieces of shit on the mic, and they probably have all these kids that they don't want them to hear all these bad words and shit. But it's so weird that they're so against public lobbies, like having mics and shit. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, it's just they're charging like us like another $30-$40 to like get these fucking more emulations that it's not even the entire library. We just have to like guess what other games they're gonna add. So
Jesus Christ,
that's why people are rioting like complete garbage.
So would you recommend a purchase of this subscription?
I would say wait until they add more games.
Okay.
It's not enough to warrant $50 right now. Like, I already hate that I have to pay for online in general. Same, like, for Sony or, like, Microsoft, I hate having to pay for online. But at least, I at least know the online is going to be good. I at least know it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, Switch, it's, like, it's fucking terrible. So, it's like I'm paying $50 for, like, a shitty online. So, at the moment, I would say wait. Do not buy the expansion pass. Do not waste your money on that. Wait until they add more games and then buy it, and you could have more games at that point.
Yes, speak with your wallet.
Yeah, speak with your wallet.
Yes, use the right head. Alrighty, so there has been this little controversy amongst the PS5 legal team because this company started producing plates for the PS5 because the PS5 looks like a weird router. So this company took it among themselves to produce these smaller, more efficient plates with these fans. And they started begging, for whatever reason, Sony to sue them, and then they got sued. So this article I'm going to be reading to you guys comes from Kotaku, written by a man called Luke Punknet. Punk Kent? How do you pronounce that?
Luke Plunkett?
Plunkett?
Yeah.
Luke Cunt? Cuntet?
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. So, phone and console skin makers Dbrand released a set of PS5 black faceplates. Not content, but merely releasing them, though. The company also bizarrely baited Sony to sue them, and now Sony is obliging. As a Verge report, Dbrand's dark plates have been recently removed from the company's store, and any purchasing links have now redirect to a page that only lists all the news articles written about the plates, including the Gizmo story linked above. Why pull them now? Because the company received a cease and desist letter from Sony, which part of which says, it has come to SIE's attention that the brand has been promoting and selling the console accessories in a manner that is deeply concerning to our clients. First, the brand is selling faceplates for the PS5 console in both standard edition and the digital edition configurations that replicate the SIE-produced protected product design. Any faceplates that take the form of our client's PS5 product configuration or any similar configuration are produced and sold without permission from the SIE, violate our client's intellectual property rights in the distinctive console design. Secondly, the brand is selling skins for the SIE devices that feature the PlayStation family mark. Company may not sell products under the unauthorized depictions of our client's PlayStation logo. The below still from one of the brand's instructional videos show a brand skin bearing a design identical to the PlayStation 5 mark. So they fucked up.
Yeah, basically they sold plates that Sony did not allow. They had said like, oh, we're not gonna take them down. Like, if they want to sue us, they can sue us. Mm-hmm. And they got sued. They actually ended up getting sued.
Fucking morons, dude.
So then they had to take it down.
Take it down.
I know they left a petty message. They said at the end like something like they're
Actually have a quote right here.
Yeah, say it.
It says
it's weird. It's weird.
So the brand, is it Dbrand or Dbrand or
Dbrand?
Dbrand. Such a weird name. Dbrand has responded with a rambling corporate shitpost on Reddit, which opens with, much like your hopes and dreams, dark plates are dead. But before eventually setting into actual legal defenses of their position, saying the plates don't violate any existing trademarks, the brand expects that Sony's actual motivation here is moving to shut down competitors before revealing its own first-party replacement panels for the PS5. Now that makes more sense. That makes more sense than saying, hey guys, sue me, and then they get sued. That makes more sense. Because, I mean, they're fucking ugly, and here they're removable, they're interchangeable, so now they have opportunity to further milk the fan base and to be, hey, like, guys, here's black, here's white, red, green, all the colors you want, and decals, and, you know, all that, so take that as you will.
I kind of want a black PlayStation 5. Well, I just want a PS5 in general.
Me too. I mean, the faceplates these guys made, that the brand made, were the wings, or the fangs, were shorter and slimmer and curvier, and they had that ventilation thing on the side. It was very cool.
Yeah, I saw pics of it.
If that was still up, I would definitely buy one.
Yeah,
they were going for $40. Not too bad.
Yeah, they look nice.
They look good.
I don't know if they put them back up. I don't think so, but I think there's other people like that are doing faceplates as well.
Cool.
But yeah, sucks to these bitches.
Yeah, man, they've done fucked up. I mean, you guys were shaking the beehive and they got stung. They got stung and now they're complaining. Fucking morons.
Can't act like you're fucking surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking idiots.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Sue us? Oh, what the fuck? They sued us.
Fucking morons, dude. So, in other news, Rockstar has now officially revealed a new trailer about the GTA trilogy. So that'll be 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. And it's kind of interesting because they're opting for more of a cartoony
Apparently some people are mad about that, by the way.
How? I don't understand.
The people are mad about that because they expected a
2021
they expected it to look like GTA 5 levels.
No, they wanted those guys. They had, again, their expectations were too high.
Yeah.
They were looking for a remake.
A remake, yeah.
That's a complete different level of production.
Remaster, yeah.
What these guys are going for is a remaster. So what they did is they gave it a more updated, cartoony look. So it's basically, as I like to say, it's what if the GTA series came out in 2021 or 2022, this is what it would look like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they went for, and it looks great. I think even like kids will like it, which
they shouldn't be playing it,
but they're gonna be playing the game because they always know somebody,
and
they always find a way. So the game looks great. They're amazing games. I love San Andreas. Who doesn't? That's what I grew up on. That was my first GTA, and fucked a bunch of hookers. I like doing this cool thing in San Andreas where I would pick up a hooker, take her in my car, I would drive to the pier, and I would leave the hooker's side, her door, at the edge of the pier, so it would be facing the water. So I would park very carefully. We would just go, and then she would open the door and be like, "Thank you, honey," and then just fall to her death, and her money would come out, and I'd just swimming.
Hopefully the FBI isn't listening to this. You don't do this on the side.
Yeah, it's real simple. Get your car, park it on her side, smash, and then she just opens the door and just falls out. It's really great. It's very intuitive for my time.
You're an evil person.
What?
You're an evil person for doing that.
It's a hooker, dude. No one's gonna miss her.
Shut the fuck.
She won't be missed.
But some people are disappointed about it, but it looks cool. I mean, I didn't expect fucking. Well, most people thought that it would have looked like a PS5 game or some shit.
Fucking morons.
Yeah, it's just a remaster. It looks cool. I'll probably buy it because I'm decided with GTA 5.
Yeah. I'm not. It's a great game, but
it's a great game, but it's like 1.6.
I saw some videos breaking down the GTA 5 trailer, the new one, and the differences are very minimal. Like they're overselling this thing. They're lying to the base,
dude.
I mean, I took them for their word. I was like, they're gonna occupy the PS5, the new Xbox horsepower, and make it even better for current gen. But it looks like the PS4 version.
They're not gonna fucking work on it. They know that this shit'll sell. People can talk shit about it every time, but they know people are gonna buy it.
Very true.
It's so weird to me that people would buy a PS5 and Xbox One, or a PS5 and Xbox Series X, and then you ask them what they're playing and they're saying fucking Apex or or GTA 5. What?
Yeah.
You could do that on the 4. You could do that on the 1.
But it also depends if the game is upgraded to the the new PS5. For example,
graphics and
graphically,
stuff,
you get that PS5 patch. I mean, Horizon, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima.
I mean, if it looks better, I guess, but
where's the fucking Last of Us 2 patch? The game's been out for over a year. Where's the fucking... We already talked about this, but where's the fucking factions too, dude?
I didn't say that.
That could also been in the fucking state of play. That would have made that shit redeemable.
When's factions?
Who fucking knows?
I need to get Last of Us 2, actually.
When is father coming back with the milk?
I'm surprised he's never coming back.
It's coming back stale. Like it's gonna be like jelly, like, you know, just disgusting.
My father must be fucking milking the others himself because I don't know why he's taking so long.
What's gonna come back is a stepfather with like almond milk. You're gonna get some almond milk from a stepdad.
But I will buy the new GTA's. Excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know about buy it, but you know, I like the art style. I hope it runs at 4K 60 FPS, and I mean, they're amazing games. They should be played. This new generation of kids, you know, missed out on these amazing games, the Hallmark games that define a genre, so they should play them. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, this entices them to do so.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about some games I've been playing. I've been playing the Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes.
I like a lot of the FMV games that you're playing. Yeah, well, what are they? Explain to these peeps.
FMV games are this weird niche of games, you know, in the PS5 catalog that are movie/games.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what FMV is, it's a full motion video, and a lot of it's basically like it's a game, but it's like real actors.
It's shot like a movie.
Yeah.
But with the choices of a Telltale or like a what's the one from
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls. What's the other one? The first one they made? I'm blanking out on it.
Heavy
Rain.
Indigo Prophecy, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. So it's man. It's got real time choices. There's a streamer mode where you can pause the movie at the end of the time frame where you have the choice, so you can ask the chat, hey guys, like, what do you guys want to do? And so that's also an option, and they're extremely entertaining. They're mostly shot well, they run well, they don't take much memory on your PS5, and they're just fun, man. They're fun to play, and they have replayability because different endings, different choices, different outcomes, and so you could play the same movie.
What was the ending for yours on Nightbook?
Nightbook, there's multiple. Apparently there's like 14 endings.
The one we got was fucking.
We got a
weird
bad ending. The ending that I got. Well, the whole premise of the game is that you're playing a woman who is working as a translator for this ancient language, and someone comes along with a book with that ancient language and asks you to read an excerpt from it, and the excerpt summons spirits into your house. You know, you being a English pregnant woman with a crazy stepfather in your room who then tries to murder you and then kills himself. And what happens is you have to destroy the book. You get the book, you destroy it, and you almost die. Huh?
What was your ending?
I destroyed the book, I survived, my dad didn't, and my husband probably left me.
Wait, isn't that the ending we got?
Yeah, it's the ending we got. Well,
oh, no, but I thought you had played it before, no?
I have played it before.
I got...
I think I picked the same ending.
Oh, the same ending.
I was letting chat decide, so they picked the same ending I got.
Okay.
But what halfway, like the bulk of the movie I hadn't seen, because that game diverges at a certain point. So it gives you a choice of, hey, do you want to help out? You want to translate this kid? You know, he's speaking French or Italian. To his mother, who speaks a different language, English. So you want to translate for him, and you know that's a student of yours. You have a personal connection, emotional connection to him, or you could do a gig that is more corporate and has a bigger payout. So it's like you have to choose in that moment. Do you want to work for your career, or do you want to work for your heart? And my chat chose for the heart, and I didn't pick that last time. So that branched into its own little side story, and it was interesting.
I like those games. Yeah, I like the summer games. I know you played that, and what was the other one?
I played another one recently called The Complex. This one is like what I call it. It's like a COVID foreshadowing game because it has to do with this virus that breaks out of this laboratory and it threatens the safety of all humanity. And it stars this little nice piece of a lady who's a lab assistant, and it's like a whole containment of a virus thing. So very similar to COVID. Pretty good.
I don't think I got to see all of it, but
So this one was shot more traditionally as in the movie. Nightbook, the game we just spoke about, that was shot entirely from each individual's actor's home. So, like, no one ever stepped foot of their house in the production of this movie.
That's interesting.
So
the guy was never in the same.
Yes, exactly. So the stepfather was never. That was a separate room in a separate house.
Oh.
So every actor received like their own cameras and their own setup and lighting, and they set it up themselves.
Cool.
And then they filmed remotely.
That's true, because in the game, the girl never meets
Anybody.
Yeah, she never meets anyone.
Not even the dad.
That's why the dad. I was thinking about it right now. She never actually interacted with the dad.
Yeah, exactly, but they made it in a way where you
even in the ending, there's no ending where like they hug at the end or some shit.
I've never seen it. I know that game has like at least a dozen endings or more, but I've only seen one.
I'm gonna fucking YouTube it next time.
Yeah, you should YouTube it. And the complex is filmed more traditionally, and it plays very well. It shoots well. It's got great actors, funny dialogue, good story. Same production company called Wells Entertainment. They're underrated.
Great. I'm still thinking about the Notebook. Damn, they must have not like wasted like any money.
For sure. Like they had only
no type of budget.
They had the actress for the translator, the stepfather, the husband, and your boss. Oh, and like 2 other characters. So there's a total of like 7 characters in the movie. So it's very little production value, and the production, like the cost must have been very low. But again, like that's a double-edged sword. It's safety for them, but also for us, we get a movie that's kind of like, it's not the highest. It doesn't have the highest production.
Yeah, not that much production on it. Yeah.
But regardless, it's still a entertaining movie. It's only about an hour, but it's got a lot of replay.
Yeah.
So the Complex is another one I'd also recommend. I actually like the Complex more than Nightbook. There's another one that maybe you want to play tonight. It's called Erica.
Oh, what's it
It's
about?
It's got this dark, fantastical kind of setting. This one is filmed extremely well, like a movie. This one's a little more interactive, but it's very subtle. So, let's say the character is gonna open the doorknob. You get the controller or the phone because it's an app, and you just go like this, and she twists the doorknob. So it's very minimal,
cool.
And you see it in real time. So let's say you don't fully rotate your finger, like the doorknob will rotate as far as you go. And so you go like that, and if you let go, she will just go like that. It's this fantastical, dark fantasy thing. I don't know, ruin it for you, but I liked it a lot. Yeah. It's got really good production, good story, good characters. It's like a movie. It's like
If you guys like heavy rain type of stuff like that, buy these type of games.
Yeah, these games are even lighter in the gameplay, which I love, because sometimes I love my Telltale games. I love Heavy Rain, but sometimes for me, like I'll play a fucking 100-hour open world game with a dozen stats I have to worry about, and then going from that to a game like this where I can play it with one fucking hand.
Yeah,
you get to vibe, and it's a great game to play with like a lady or with someone who's not into games, because it's so accessible that anybody, who gamer or not, can play this and have fun with it.
Especially because it's just it's a good time for Halloween.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a great game. It's a great party game as well, because you could all collectively make a choice in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend it. There's a couple of titles I'm going to throw out to you guys that I highly recommend. There's quite a few. So the Dark Pictures Anthology series, these are the guys who made Until Dawn, which I've talked about to death. And then there's the Complex we just mentioned, Nightbook, Erica, The Bunker. There's a couple more that I'm probably forgetting as we speak. Night Shift is another one.
Oh, Night Shift.
Night Shift. That's more about a heist movie. It's more actiony. There's a couple others, and obviously your Telltales. Until Dawn. You got the Quantic games. Fucking Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, Heavy Rain.
What's the other one? Heavy Rain. The last one. The robots, androids.
Beyond Two Souls.
No.
I know. Detroit.
Detroit Become Human. So they're all in that vein, but just even simpler, even more streamlined, even more cinematic than any other games we just mentioned. Absolutely worth the time. It's a great palate cleanser, and there's a lot of scary ones, so perfect for this time of month.
And you plan on streaming those games where?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking twitch.tv/PliskinPlays.
Oh, okay.
I already got a Nightbook up there. By the time this comes out, the first half of the complex will be up on YouTube. The full movie that I'm playing with chat, and the second half will be going up tomorrow at 8 p.m. premiering on YouTube. And then currently I'm going to be playing some more games on Twitch.
Make sure to sub, y'all.
Yeah, sub, guys. Appreciate it. Please, thank you. Hit the buttons. And, yeah, man.
Smash that like button, please.
Smash it, baby. Hulk smash. Green. You don't want to see us get mad.
More green than I am.
More green than what's in my bank account.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, guys. You can find me at twitch.tv/PliskinPlays, on YouTube, Pliskin Plays. Everything Pliskin Plays. Eric is nice slash. You replace the I with the 1 on everything. And yeah, ask us a question. Give us a rec. Tell us we suck or tell us we don't. Give us a little comment. Tell a friend. Blow your mom. Suck you off your dad.
Send me a DM.
Send him a DM. Slide in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch a horror movie. And yeah, don't get scared.
Hope you guys have a good Halloween.
Yeah, guys, this is the last podcast of the month of October. So hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. Peace,
Bye.
guys.
So shut the fool in the air.
Round starts in 3,
We got the better gang.
2, 1. Showdown. One enemy remaining.
Gotcha, bitch.
Round 1.
Smack the fool in the face.
Who was bagging?
I'm like, I would like smack that. Oh, on the
Round
floor.
starts in 3, 2, 1. Showdown. Killing spree.
Good shit.
One enemy remaining. Round 1.
Ryan, you didn't notice, but there's a guy shooting you from behind that
Round
killed him.
starts in
Good job.
3, 2, 1.
Mark you.
Showdown. One enemy remaining. Round 1.
I got him fucking midair. Did we win all these 5 straight in a row? Oh shit, no. I thought we did.
No.
Round starts in 3,
Good job, gentlemen.
2, 1. Showdown. One enemy remaining. Round 1.
Good shit, guys.
Round
We got
starts
this.
in 3,
This is game.
2, 1. Showdown. Match point. One enemy remaining.
Where's he at?
That was weak. There you go.